Supremo backpacks are a hell of a game changer for Far Cry, opening up new doors of options for how we can approach combat and raise hell across Yara. Supremo backpacks will be just like their name presumes, super attacks that you can pull off to turn the tide of a fight, or just straight up eviscerate whatever's in your way. Today I'm going to talk about how Supremo backpacks raise the bar of chaos to whole new levels, and show how the bar has been raised from each game, culminating here in Far Cry 6. So there's a few things we know about Supremo backpacks right from the get-go from all the trailers we've seen so far. They're primarily not built for stealth play. Every backpack we've seen or heard about so far has been very high profile, from a crazy jetpack, to a firefighter's arch nemesis, to a friggin' artillery salvo. Supremo backpacks are kinda like finishers in a fighting game. They'll have a cooldown that you'll have to wait out, but just like any ultimate attack, they'll dish out a ton of damage. On Far Cry 6's website it says, "Every time you trigger a Supremo, it's such a satisfying feeling. You cause lots of chaos and destruction. When things get too hot, you'll always have your Supremo backpacks to fall back on. Each Supremo operates on a cooldown and gives Danny the firepower to take down an entire army. Supremos come in all shapes and sizes, including one that fires off a barrage of self-guided rockets and another that unleashes a powerful flamethrower. It's been confirmed that Far Cry 6 won't have an upgrade system like what New Dawn had, so for the Supremo backpacks, we probably won't be able to make them do more damage by normal means. But we'll hopefully have maybe some sort of attachments or method of improving Supremos still, decreasing their cooldowns, or maybe changing how they function a bit, or possibly finding new types of ammo in regards to the rocket backpack specifically. In this shot specifically, we can actually see what looks to be an upgraded rocket backpack. It's not confirmed so far whether or not we'll be able to upgrade these backpacks or put attachments onto them, but this definitely looks like an upgraded backpack, and it could potentially be rocking some sort of a skin on it. We won't have any sort of backpack until we meet Juan Cortez, which probably is going to be pretty early on, as he plays a pivotal role for the Libertad Resistance. But we can assume he's going to hook us up with a basic backpack, and maybe even Supremo backpacks shortly after meeting him. And my hope is that the basic backpack itself will come with its own benefits, maybe even be upgradable. We've seen and heard of 3 backpacks so far. A rocket backpack that fires self-guided rockets, a jetpack that makes a huge fire shockwave, and a backpack that unleashes some sort of a powerful flamethrower. The rocket backpack looks perfect for situations where you may have a patrol of enemy vehicles or a blockade that you have to take out quickly. It does look like you'll have other options for rockets too, from the looks of this rocket backpack that's all red versus the standard gray tubes. This backpack really makes me think of the RAT-4 from previous games, so it'd be really fitting to see the incendiary rockets and maybe even smaller cluster rockets for a wider area of effect. And the jetpack is really interesting. It won't be used as a jetpack that you could fly with, but instead you'll do AoE damage with a huge burst of fire, which is pretty sick. I could see this being really useful in indoor locations and maybe lighting a huge area on fire if you need to. And then one we've only heard about and haven't quite seen yet, a backpack that unleashes a powerful flamethrower. It's hard to say on this one, but it would be cool to have a flamethrower whenever you need it, but not take up a full weapon slot for it. There will be more Supremo backpacks than this, and hopefully they're all as radical as the ones we've seen so far. As each game in the series has gone on, we've seen the bar raised since the original Far Cry, from adding realistic fire spread to adding new and fun ways to take down enemies, light environmental destruction and weapon physics. The Far Cry series has essentially been a series of refinement through each entry. Far Cry 5 and New Dawn culminated in one of the most optimized and best utilized uses of the engine in terms of volumetric fog density and light dispersion, and all that shit that makes explosions feel good and fire look great. Far Cry 6 looks like it's taking that optimization and going even further, taking new, more powerful hardware and using that to see what can be achieved. And honestly, it looks fucking beautiful. Supremo backpacks are one of the things that I can see really pushing that bar of chaos, cranking things up to 11 through fiery explosions and beautiful graphics, and it's going to be so much fun. So thank you for watching my video on me basically just nerding out on backpacks for like 5 minutes here. Hopefully you're as stoked for these backpacks as I am though, because they're going to be seriously huge in Far Cry 6 when it launches this October. If you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. It goes a long way for content creators, especially smaller ones like myself. Cheers folks, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.